Welcome to JD Clips. Please enjoy the short versions of our famous videos and keep learning. And don't forget to subscribe.
ये क्षीर सागर का जो पूरा का पूरा जो आरंभ होता है इस सिंबल का, वो क्षीर सागर कॉस्मिक चरण से आरंभ होता है. सॉरी, द कॉस्मिक, हाँ, churning of the ocean.
Yes.
So that is that the cosmic ocean which you churn, जो आपके जो फिर जो विभूतियाँ मिलती हैं, जो 14 विभूतियाँ मिलती हैं, तो उससे जो सबसे पहले विष आता है, तो वो शिव जी के हिस्से में क्यों आता है?
So this is the cosmic churning, the churning of consciousness itself. So we have to remember that the manifestation of the universe is a movement from pure consciousness to manifested consciousness, nirgun to sagun. So isme the churning represents the evolutionary process. So Shiva, you have to then understand in terms of what Shiva truly represents in Sanatana Dharma. Shiva is the non-dual consciousness. The true meaning of Shiva is non-dual consciousness, which is represented by his third eye. When the two eyes of duality close, then the third eye of non-duality opens. So if Shiva is the non-dual, the supreme non-dual consciousness, then the poison that we talk about, churning से जो poison आ रहा है,
सबसे पहले poison,
सबसे पहले poison. What is this poison?
लास्ट में अमृत है. So that is also an evolution.
So this poison, it is completely evolution. So ये poison हम लोग poison कह रहे हैं, but this is all the material, the matter is being transferred. So what is happening in creation? कि spirit, pure consciousness or spirit is becoming matter. It is infusing itself into matter. Matter is a totally different medium which has come out of this, the will of the divine. तो ये जब इसी को churning process कर रहे हैं कि consciousness को churn कर हम लोग matter, उसमें से matter निकल रहा है. पर वो matter निकलने से matter में जो तमस है, matter में जो जितने opaqueness है, ये सब पहले निकलेंगे. और that can only be held in a supreme non-dual consciousness. Till all that is churned out of this manifestation becomes Amrit, which is the final end of creation, immortality. Because the whole of the purpose of the whole of creation, that what we call manifestation of creation, is to attain immortality, which is consciousness of the divine. When we say Sanatana Dharma में जब हम immortality कहते हैं, Amrit is that nectar which gives you the consciousness of the divine. That nectar is the consciousness of the divine, and that is undying, Sanatan, eternal. Therefore, the whole aim and objective of Sanatana Dharma is to attain the consciousness of immortality.
और जटाओं में जो गंगा जी का प्रवाह हो रहा है, ये क्या symbol है?
So Ganga again is, see, where does Ganga come from? It comes from a higher consciousness. It's a descent. And the Ganga represents that consciousness, that knowledge of purity that descends from above into the earth plane. So now when a higher consciousness descends into the lower plane, earth plane जैसे कहते हैं, it needs a transmission. It needs a nimitta, medium through which it has to descend. Otherwise, if the higher consciousness impacts the earth consciousness, which is not ready for the higher consciousness, वो तो वहीं सब खत्म हो जाएगा. अब imagine करो if something is almost like a huge asteroid hitting the earth. So the earth will be crushed. Yes, crushed. So this higher consciousness that is descending has to be taken into the supreme non-dual consciousness of Shiva. And the coils of the hair represents, each coil is a layer of the consciousness which Shiva holds in himself, because Shiva is the supreme non-dual consciousness. Now, when we say non-dual, it doesn't mean कि उसमें dualities नहीं है उस consciousness में. Dualities हैं. Dualities के सब layers उसी में है. लेकिन what Shiva represents is through all the layers of dualities, उस सब layers को, सब dualities को subsume करके एक जो distilled form निकलता है of consciousness, which is both non-dual and dual and something which is beyond duality and non-duality. That is Shiva's consciousness. So it can neither be measured in terms of duality nor in terms of non-duality. So ऐसे consciousness, यही इस तरह का consciousness में that higher consciousness, that higher knowledge and the higher stream has to descend. And then it comes down to the earth in trickles, which means according to the age, according to the readiness of human consciousness, that higher consciousness that Ganga represents comes down to earth.
तो ये जो शिव जी के ऊपर
Profound symbolism है सनातन
शिवलिंग के जो सिंबॉलिज्म है,
So one of the profoundest.
यस, तो इसका कई बार बड़ा लोग मजाक उड़ाते हैं और लिंग को दे कॉल इट द व्हाट इज कॉल्ड द फैलस. तो ये लिंग का जो सिंबॉलिज्म है इसके बारे में सबका क्या विचार?
The Shivling is perhaps the only visible sign or pratik. हिंदी में क्या कहेंगे? Visible sign. No, pratik of that which is completely unknowable. This is Shiva's consciousness itself. This is completely unknowable. Even Mahayogis cannot attain Shiva's consciousness. Still, Shiva himself decides to grant to you a portion of his supreme consciousness. Till then, even Maharshis and Mahayogis cannot attain that consciousness. तो उसको आप symbolize कैसे करोगे जिस consciousness को आप कभी touch नहीं कर पाओगे? It is something that is astronomically beyond you. उसको आप symbolize कैसे करोगे? So it is symbolized as that form which connects the depths of the earth, the core of the earth, which is material manifestation, to the highest point that consciousness can ascend to. And it's a black column of light, which is such dense light कि आपको दिखेगा नहीं वो. It is almost like, इसको जब मैं समझाता हूँ, I give the analogy of black hole का. कि आप imagine करो एक column of light which is so dense that it does not let the light escape. This is the density of Shiva's consciousness. तो हमें एक black column दिखेगा वो. A radiant black column, if one can imagine that. Connecting the core of the earth, which means what? Which means core of material consciousness to the supramental sun.
It is the
Highest point of consciousness.
It is the pole that connects the Jada and the Chetana.
Yes, and not just Chetana, supreme Chetana. जिसे हम अति मानसिक चेतना कहते हैं. So supramental sun के साथ connect कर रहे हैं. And this is the symbol of the ultimate generation of life and consciousness in the universe, which is why the phallus, the phallic shape. This is the ultimate sign of life itself.
ऐसे in Sanskrit, ling only means a chin.
Yes, chin, precisely. Link means chin.
Phallus is translated as shishna.
Yeah,
It is not ling.
just fallaciously.
Yes.
Translate.
It is when they say ling is the phallus.
Link actually,
Link is-
exactly as you said, it means just chinna, but chinna of what? So the moment somebody,
Striling.
moment somebody asks, so pulling striling also is
In fact,
sign.
there is a sutra. I think it's there in this Vaisheshik Sutra. And Vaisheshik Sutra clearly says that linga means chin.
Linga means chin, yes. In Vedanta, we accept linga as chin, a symbol. English means capital S symbol. That's linga. But the moment you accept that, if you go back to the original Sanskrit and accept linga as chin, then the question is, kiska chin? Symbol of what? That opens up the doors to you. This is the symbol of that which cannot be symbolized. So how do you symbolize that which cannot be symbolized? And then the link will make sense to you.